Hello ASVAB warriors, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to learn about slope of a line using two different points on the coordinate plane, and we'll be also learning about finding the slope from equation of a line. So, I'm going to take the graph paper over here, which this mentions as the x-axis. This is nothing but the y-axis. So, I'm going to put it 1, 2, 3 and 4. Positive side on the top 1, 2, 3. Negative side on the bottom 1, 2, 3. Negative side of the x on the left hand side 1, 2, negative 3, negative 4. Now I am going to take a point which connects. Let's say this is a point over here. Now what we are going to do? We are going to write it as 2, 1. Always remember, we write the x coordinate first and then the y coordinate next. Now I will be taking another point which says nothing but, let me take it as this point. So the first point is going to be x coordinate, which is 1. The second point is going to be the y coordinate, which is negative 2. So while finding the slope of the line, so there are two ways of doing it. We can either use the formula or we can use the method of rise over run. So first thing, I'll explain you what is a slope. Basically, slope is nothing but the inclination of a line. So let me just try to connect these 2 points over here. So inclination of the line with the horizontal axis is nothing but the slope. So slope is nothing but rise over run. So rise means what? How many steps has we raised in the vertical axis? Run means what? How many steps have we changed in the horizontal axis? Now let me try solving it for you. So here we go, guys. So slope, rise means what? Let's see how many steps do we need to take in the vertical axis in order to reach the point B. Let's name this as point A, point B. So let me take only the vertical distance now. 1, 2, 3. So how much is the rise? Because we went towards upside, so it will be positive. If we go down, it will be negative. If we go towards right, it will be positive. Left, it will be negative. Now if I am moving towards the right 1 unit, so it will be, run is going to be 1, which is positive. So the slope of this line is nothing but 3. Now what will I do? I will again try to solve slope using the same method. So now let me take the points over here. So just imagine this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me take 1, 2, 3. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. Now, I am going to take two different points for this now. So let me take 3, 2. 3, 2. I'll name this as A. Now, let me take another point in the third quadrant. So I'll be taking negative 3, negative 1, and if I have to connect this line, so I have to be very careful because they are so much apart. So let me just keep it into a dotted form for now. Here. Now I need to find the slope of the line from, let us take it a reverse now, from A to B. Just imagine, what did we do in the last part? We did it A to B in this manner. Now what I am going to do, let us reverse it from that end to this end. So let me see if there is some change that will happen if we basically change it. Now let's say, what did I tell you? If you are going down, we take it as negative. Slope is nothing but rise over run. So let me see, what is the vertical distance that I need to go down? First, 1, 2, 3 units. So the rise was in the negative part. So we will write it as negative 3. Now let me take, how many units do we need to go back in order to reach the point B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again we had to go towards the left hand side. So what did we do? We took it as negative. So the answer is nothing but negative 3 over negative 6. If you divide this both numerator and denominator by negative 3, what will we get? 1 over 2. Okay, now what have you observed? If the line is inclined like this, less than 90 degree, so the slope is going to be nothing but positive. Now just imagine guys, all the lines that I'm going to draw right now are going to have a positive slope. This line. All the lines that are less than 90 degree inclined with the horizontal axis are going to always have a positive slope. Now, if I want to show you guys how does a negative slope line looks like. Now let me just take some imaginary point for your consideration over here. So let's say, tada! So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So let me just take a point over here which says negative 1, comma 2, and let me take this point over here, which is nothing but 2, comma negative 1. So in order to reach whichever way that we go, A to B or B to A, we are going to get the same answer as slope. So what do we do now? Let me see how many units I have to go up or down from A to B in vertical manner only. So 1, 2, 3. So slope is nothing but negative 3 and rise is done. Now let's go for run. So 1, 2, 3. Because we had to go towards the positive end, it was 3 plus 3. Now let's say negative 3 over 3. If we divide the numerator and denominator by 3, what do we get? We get negative 1 over 1, which is nothing but negative 1. So the final answer to this slope is nothing but negative 1. Okay, so now what did we understand? If a line is connected like this, or if the slope of the line is greater than 90 degree with the horizontal axis, that is going to have a negative slope. So all the lines that I am going to draw right now are going to always have a negative slope. If you see anywhere and they ask you to recognize whether this line has a positive slope or a negative slope, you should always tell if it is more than 90 degree, it is negative. If it's less than 90 degree, it's always positive. So that is it in this video guys. In the next video, we are going to learn about finding the slope using the formula. Thank you so much. Have a good day ahead.